Hi class. Hello everyone. Very good afternoon to the Bode plots class number 4. Basically the practice session. We have the whole Sunday as the Bode day yesterday. Okay, so you can register that as Bode day yesterday. That was 14th of June. And now to have a little bit more practice, I have kept this session as a practice session, class number 4 of Bode. I had one homework question as well. Let's continue with that homework question. All right, let us first continue with that homework question and then we'll move on to other questions. I hope you have completed. I had given you such sufficient hint for the homework question anyways. Yes, Dinesh. I had given you sufficient hints for the homework question as well. Only thing is you needed to complete that calculation. Just you needed to complete that calculation. Yes, good afternoon all. Good afternoon all. All right, so let's continue with the homework question. For the transfer function gs equal to 5s plus 4 upon s plus 0.25, s square plus 4s plus 25, the values of the constant gain term and the highest corner frequency of the Bode plot respectively are equal to what? Yes, so I had given you the hints to solve that. K means the K in the Bode plot when the transfer function is expressed in the standard form. So let us directly focus on writing the standard form by the hints that I've given you yesterday. So what is GS? GS is of the form 5, S plus 4. So I take 4 common, 1 plus ST. Divided by S into 0.25 common. I have 1 plus S divided by 0.25 into S square plus 4s plus 25 now is a second order term. And how should I write the second order term in the standard form? See, it is in the denominator as S square plus 4s plus 25, but the derivation of the second order has been done by keeping the standard transfer function omega n square upon s square plus 2 zeta omega n s plus omega n square. So there isn't any 25, so I also need to multiply and divide by 25. So 25 into 1 by 25 will nullify each other. So now look at the constants now, whatever. This has to be combined one term. Okay, so what are the constants coming up, guys? 5 into 4 is 20. 20 divided by 0.25, that is 480. So this is coming up as 80, the constant from the first term, divided by 25, this 25, okay, into 1 plus s by 4 divided by s, 1 plus 4s into 25 divided by s square plus 4s plus 25. So what is the value of k after everything has been expressed in this standard form? 80 by 25, right? So that is precisely 16 by 5 if I cancel by 5 and 3.2. So the k value is 3.2. And then what is the next highest corner frequency was asked. So what is the highest corner frequency? For that I will just write down the list of the corner frequencies. Write down the list of the corner frequencies due to the zeros. Now whether it is 0 or pole, they are asking the highest one. Due to the 0, omega is 1 by t, so 1 by 1 by 4, that is 4. And due to the poles, omega is, there is one first order term, 1 plus st, so 1 by 4, and omega equal to omega n for the second order term, that is equal to 5. That is equal to 5, right? Okay, this is for the first order pole. This is for the first order pole, and this is of the second order term. Okay, so highest, whether it is first order, second order, pole or 0, they were asking the highest corner frequency. The highest stands out to be 5. Option number A, K is 3.2 and the highest corner frequency is 5. Right? Yes, so that is the homework answer, guys. I told I'll solve this. So that's right, I told the second order we discussed yesterday, and you need to remember the corner frequency. That is only important for you. That is omega n, whatever be the omega n. Okay, and then again you remember such types of question coming up. Value of the constant gain term in the Bode plot means, obviously means expressing the function in the standard form and then giving the constant gain term. Okay, if you say 5 is my constant gain term, no, that is not correct. That is in the non-standard form. Okay guys, now moving towards the next question. Starting with a very simple question, a Bode plot of a transfer function GS is shown in the figure. The gain 20 log mod GS is 32 and minus 8 at 1 and 10 frequency. The phase is negative for all omega. Then GS is equal to what? Then the GS is equal to what? Yes, which homework question? Which another homework question you are referring to? Priyanka and Jyotsna was also referring to. Yes, guys, correct. It's very simple question. We easily get the options. You should easily get the option. It's B. It's B. You should easily be getting the options. Yeah, those homeworks for you to solve. If you have any trouble, you can ask in the doubt box. Okay, you can ask in the doubt box. Yes, that exponential for exponential one was, I think, something of the form e raised to the power minus 10s, yeah, 10 e power minus s upon something something. I told to solve it in the conventional style as we were solving yesterday. If you are stuck anywhere, you can ask in the doubt box. And that transfer function answer, I'll see if I get in the time. I'll tell that one also. Otherwise, we'll you can ask me in the doubt. That was purely homework question, so you can try that on your own. Otherwise, doubt box are open. All right. So looking into this, first of all, what is the initial slope? What is the initial slope? Yes, this is a simple question to be answered quickly for 1 mark. Initial slope. So see, the frequency changes by 10. So frequency is 1 decade and the magnitude changes by 32, say minus 8. Okay, so minus 8 minus 32. The initial slope is minus 40 decibel per decade. It is seen from the graph. Okay, and that means what is the value of n? N equal to 2. What is n? Number of poles of GSHS at origin. N equal to 2 poles at origin. Okay, so n is equal to 2. And then there is no slope change. Matlab there is no corner frequency. There is no slope change. Matlab there is no corner frequency. So what is GS only equal to GSHS? But here it is only GS. Unity feedback hoga. Okay, here it is only they are talking about the Bode plot of GS. So what is G? Okay, it is just K divided by S square. Okay, there is no other simple pole and zero because there is no corner frequency. Okay, there is no corner frequency. So what is the value of K? What is the value of K? K can be obtained by the initial part formula. Okay, yeah, like yesterday I told you, for K use the initial part formula. For K use the initial part formula. It should be obtained simply. Okay, and it is given by magnitude is equal to minus 20 n log omega. N2 hai, so directly I am writing m is equal to minus 40 log omega plus 20 log k. Magnitude is 32 at omega equal to 1. Use this fact. It is 32 at omega equal to 1. Okay, so at omega equal to 1, put down the magnitude equal to 32. So I have 32 equal to minus 40 log 1. So log 1 is 0. That is why I better choose the frequency 1 plus 20 log k. So log k is 32 divided by 20. That is 1.6. So k is equal to 10 raised to the power 1.6. So simple calculation left. 39.8. 39.8 is the value of k. So 39.8 s square. Option number B is correct. 39.8 divided by s square. All right. Okay. So option number B. Option number B. Right. Okay. Yeah, can take the screenshot. Screenshot for the first two questions. Take them now. Next one. Next. Next one. Next screenshot. And next question, guys. Next question. Gate 2 mark question it is. Can you come up with the answer for this? Yes. Yes, guys. Correct answers given by you. Now, without the detailed calculation, I can tell you one simple trick to match the option. I'll tell you one simple trick to match the option. Okay. That is, look at this term, guys. Look at this term. Please look at this term. The slope is 20 dB and now it becomes slope 0 because it is parallel to the x-axis. The slope decreases by 20, so this should be one pole. This should be a pole. Okay, the slope decreases. Okay. Apart from that, look at this one. The slope is 0, parallel to the x-axis. Now the slope is minus 40. Decrease matlab pole, but decrease by minus 20, so it is double pole. It is two poles. Right. Apart from that, from the initial part, okay, what is the initial slope? From the initial part, the initial slope is very much clear to me. And what is the initial slope here? What is the initial slope here? Is plus 20. Right. And that means if the initial slope is plus 20, you have m equal to 1, 0 at origin. If the initial slope is positive, you have zeros at origin. I told you. You have the zeros at origin, correct? You have zeros at origin. So you have 1 0 at origin. So definitely numerator में एक s term आना चाहिए. And there should be 2 poles in the denominator. Okay. 2 poles in the denominator. Whatever. I'm telling you first the shortcut. First telling you the shortcut. So there are both of these corner frequencies. Both of the corner frequencies clearly are between 0.5 and 8. 0.5 और 8 के बीच में ही corner frequency है. This is one corner frequency, this is another corner frequency. Both of them are between 0.5 and 8. Okay. And ठीक है, S कहाँ कहाँ पे है? Option number C, D and A. There should be a S in the numerator. Only one S in the numerator. But if you take the term 1 upon 1 plus 2S, what is the corner frequency? Is omega equal to half. ठीक है, omega equal to half is the corner frequency. That means 0.5. But this is not a corner frequency. Here the slope does not change. Here the slope does not change. So this is not a corner frequency. It proceeds in the same manner. Okay. So option number C and D are not possible. Option number A. See, look at this. What are the corner frequency? 1 upon 0.5 is 2. 1 upon 0.25 is 4. 2 and 4. So option number A is the only possible option left with me. Option number A is the only possible option left with me. Done. By just the basic idea, I am able to conclude. By the basic idea, I am able to conclude the answer. Got it? Okay. Yeah, that's the only possible option which is matching our conditions. Okay, there should be 1 0 at origin and 2 pole terms in the denominator such that the corner frequency is between 0.5 and 8. 0.5 and 8. ठीक है, ये मैंने 1 plus 4s अभी देखा नहीं. If I take 1 plus 4s, what is the corner frequency? Is 1 by 4. That is below this. 1 by 4. So here also there is no corner frequency. The only option number A matches. Okay. Got this method? Now, this is done. This is just by the option checking. Okay, that's by the option checking done. But if you want the more details about the question, that also I will explain it to you quickly. See, let's say this is the frequency omega 1 and let us say this is the frequency omega 2. There also it is simple to solve. Okay, now look at this. This slope is 20 dB per decade. That is also equal to, if you remember, 6 dB per octave. 6 dB per octave. Remember one octave method. 20 decibel per decade is equal to 6 decibel per octave. I am using that octave unit. Okay, so now look at this. This magnitude is 0 and this has become 12. This is on the x-axis and this is magnitude 12. So magnitude has changed by 12 and 12 dB will change for 2 octaves. Okay, so this guys, this portion should be 2 octaves. This one from 0.1, 0.5 to omega 1. Okay, now look at this. Look at this next. Minus 40 decibel per decade is equal to, if 20 is equal to 6, 40 will be equal to minus 12. Minus 12 decibel per octave, and here the magnitude drops by 12 only. 12 से 0 हो गया. This was 12 and now it is 0. So the magnitude drops by 12 for 1 octave. So this gap should be 1 octave. Omega 2 से 0.8. Omega 2 से 0.8. So what is the omega 1? It is 2 octave. 2 octave मतलब octave is a factor of 2. So twice of 0.5, that is equal to 2. Okay. And 8 should be 1 octave of omega 2, that is 2 omega 2. So from here omega 2 is equal to 4. So you get omega 1 and omega 2. You get omega 1 and omega 2. Okay. If you want to find the value of k also, that also I will tell you. If you want to find the value of k also, I will hide this. Look at this, these two equations I have hidden my view. Okay. For k, use the initial part formula plus 20 m log omega. I have told you two initial part formula. When there are zeros at origin, it is plus 20 m log omega plus 20 log k. M का वैल्यू 1 पुट कीजिए. ओमेगा इक्वल टू 0.5 पे मैग्नीट्यूड 0 रखिए. ओमेगा 0.5 पे मैग्नीट्यूड इज 0 dB. ओके, तो 0 इज इक्वल टू m 20 है, तो 20 log 0.5 plus 20 log k. Solving this, you will get k equal to 2. Solving this, you will get k equal to 2. So what is the complete GSHS? What is the complete GSHS? Okay. It is given by k का value आ गया 2, so it is 2 and there is one 0 at origin divided by poles 1 plus s by 2, corner frequency 2 and next corner frequency 4, but this is double pole. That I have told you in the earlier slide also. This is double pole and this is a single pole. Which is the double pole? Make the square of that. So 1 plus s by 4 whole square. You get option number A, complete solution. This is the complete solution, guys. Okay. But by option verification also, you are able to match the options within seconds sometimes. So please take care of both the methods. Alright, time for you to take the screenshots and then I present the next question. Take the screenshot here, then we go for the next question. Next screenshot. And the final answer. Next question, guys. The Bode magnitude plot of the transfer function gs equal to k 1 plus 0.5s 1 plus as upon s 1 plus s by 8 1 plus bs 1 plus s by 36 is shown below. Note that minus 6 dB per octave is minus 20 decibel per decade. This is given, but don't take it for granted that this is always given. Don't take it for granted that this is always given. It may not be given, and if it is not given, but you must remember the conversion between decade and octave slopes. What is the value of A by BK? What is the value of A by BK? Yes. Write out and give me an answer quickly. Yes, guys. Yeah, correct, Zain. A by BK. First you have to find them individually. A divided by BK will be done at the last. First find A, B and K. Sachitra, correct? Yes, Mahesh, Ram Prasad, correct answer, guys. These are important questions of Bode plot. Important and good questions of Bode plot. Yes, Amit, Ria, Payal, Deepa, correct answers. Okay, so we can refer to this diagram once again to solve this. Whatever is given, let us exclude that, and what is required, केवल उसको focus करते हैं हम लोग. So just look at the mapping. Look at this, guys. Now look at this. 1 plus 0.5s, matlab there should be a corner frequency at 2, which is the corner frequency of 0. So this is given here. This is available here. Okay. Because the corner frequency omega is 1 upon t. That you must remember. Okay, so 1 upon 0.52, that is known. Okay. Now, this is a point. This is a point where the slope changes from -6. -6 matlab -20. Wherever it is 6, I will call it as 20 dB per decade. 20 dB per decade. Even if it is not given, that you must know because I have told you in the theory classes. Yes, Abhishek, correct answer. So -20 से 0, the slope increases. Slope increases. So this is a 0. How many 0? This is a single 0 here. This is 1 0 here. Then here again the slope is increasing, guys. 0 से 20. 0 से 20. So this is also 1 0. First look at this. This is also 1 0. Correct. This is also 1 0. Now here the slope is decreasing from 20 to 0. So this is what? This is one pole. Here also slope decreases from 0 to -6 or 0 to -20 decibel per decade. So this is also one pole. And -6 से -12, matlab change of -6 dB per octave, which is -20 decibel per decade. So this is also one pole. So first of all, for your reference, I have highlighted all the poles and zeros. Okay. And now let us do the mapping. Okay. So yeah, this is 1 0. This is already available. Its corner frequency is 2. Its corner frequency is 2. So that is given. Look at this A. Okay, there is also a 0. Okay, and where is another 0 in our diagram? It has at 4. So just do the mapping of this. This should be related with this one. Okay, this should be related here. Correct. Then 1 plus s by 8, matlab corner frequency 8. Okay, this is given. This is one pole. Okay, that is just to be tallied. That is just tallied away. Okay, then look at this B. There should be a corner frequency at 1 by B. And there should be a corner frequency as 1 by 36. 36 also available. Okay, so this will correspond to this 24. Okay, so from this omega equal to 1 by t, what I can say that omega equal to 1 by a for the 0 term. For the 0 term, just look at the solution here only. Omega equal to 1 by a, and that is equal to 4. So from here a is equal to 1 by 4. And for the pole missing corner frequency, that is 1 upon b. 1 plus b is the corner frequency 1 by b, and that corresponds to 24. So b is equal to 1 upon 24. Just highlighting the missing terms. Yes, Sumankar, correct answer. I need the value of a by bk. Only thing is k. Okay. Next is find the value of k. Now how to find the value of k? How to find the value of k? Okay. Number one method, again, as I have told you, initial part formula. Initial part formula to find the value of k. But there are no magnitudes given, so by using the initial part formula, initial part is what? The part from the starting frequency up to the first corner frequency, guys. This will be the initial part, this one. From the first corner frequency, from the starting frequency up to the first corner frequency. But the problem is the magnitudes are not given. Okay, so you have another method to find k. Okay, what is that another method to find k? What is that another method to find k? Okay, I'll repeat that method. I've explained you yesterday that it is found by initial part only, but not by the direct formula. But initial part intersects. Initial part intersects the 0 dB axis at the frequency given by the formula omega equal to k raised to the power 1 by n. Last year correct answer. Omega equal to k raised to the power 1 by n. We discussed this formula yesterday. Okay. So using this formula, we can say that k is equal to omega raised to the power n. Here, the value of n is 2 and omega at what omega the initial part intersects the 0 dB axis. That is also seen. Look at this. I will just make an extension of this. Look at this. This is the initial part intersecting the x-axis at the frequency 8. At the frequency 8. Okay. So here the value of k omega is equal to 8. ठीक है, तो k is equal to how much? Omega is equal to 8 ना, initial part intersects the 0 dB axis. ठीक है, n का value 2 नहीं, sorry, n का value 1 है. n is equal to 1 only. Look at this. n का value 1 है, n is equal to 1. So k is equal to omega raised to the power 1. Omega is 8, तो 8 raised to the power 1. ठीक है, 8 raised to the power 1. So what is the value of a by bk? I need the value of a divided by bk. A is 1 by 4, b is 1 by 24, k is equal to 8. So 1 by 4 divided by 8 by 24 is 1 by 3. So solving it is 3 by 4, which is 0.75. Go and fill the answer. 0.75. Understood? So just the missing terms were found, and k can be found by the initial part formula or by the portion where the initial part intersects the 0 dB axis, and that is given directly. The best part is it is given directly. Here it is intersecting at 8. The initial part, see, if it is extended, it intersects the 0 dB axis at 8. Alright, screenshot for this question, guys. Take the screenshot for the solution. Next one. Next question. Jyotsana, then something else will be given for k. It is not. We can't conclude that n is equal to 1 like that. Something will be given to find k. Don't worry about that. Something or the other will be given to find out the value of k. Yes, guys. Next question. Yeah. Abhishek, Sachitra, correct answer. Good. Zayan, correct answer A. Yes. Deepa, correct answer. Yes, Ram Prasad, correct answer. Yes, Ria Mondal, correct answer. Lasya, correct answer. Yes, Sanjana, correct answer. Yes, Chaya, Venkatesh, Shubham. Yes, guys. Nitesh, correct answer. Okay. Mahesh, correct answer. The approximate Bode magnitude plot of a minimum phase system is shown in the figure. What is the transfer function of the system? Yes, Shiva Shankar and Madhu, correct answer. Yes, Nihar, correct answer. Okay, yeah, guys, so all coming up with the correct answer. Now just look at this. We need to do the analysis of this function. I've taken the plot again. Look at this. Now, first of all, from this initial part, what do you conclude from this initial part? Parallel to the x-axis, slope is 0. Parallel to the x-axis, slope is 0. So n is equal to 0. There is no poles at origin, no zeros at origin. Okay, no poles or zeros at origin, right? So this is directly concluded. Apart from that, the next thing, okay, here the slope increases. Now, by the way, what is the slope? By the way, what is the slope? First, calculations of slope, let us do that. So, what is the slope of this line? What is the slope of this line equal to? It is equal to, see, the difference of the magnitude is 140 to 120. So, that is 140 minus 20 divided by what is the frequency change? It is 0.1 say 10. That is 0.1 say 1 and 1 to 10, 2 decade. 2 decade. So that is 120. 120 by 2 is 60. 60 dB per decade. Okay, so now if the slope is 60 dB per decade, it means that here it should be, slope is increasing, matlab zeros, but how many zeros? Due to 1 zero, the slope changes by plus 20. So guys, this is 3 zeros at a single location. 3 zeros at a single location. Okay. Now next. Okay. What is the slope of the next line? Then only we'll be able to say whether it is pole or zero and how many poles or how many zeros. So what is the slope here? It is equal to 160 minus 140. The difference of magnitude is 20 and the difference of frequency is 10 to 100. That is 1 decade. So this is 20 decibel per decade. Directly only 1 decade. The slope changes by 60 to 20. Matlab slope has decreased. Slope has decreased by minus 40. Slope has decreased by minus 40. So this should be 2 poles. This should be 2 poles. Okay. Now what is this one? This is obviously slope 0 parallel to the x-axis. So slope 20 to 0 again decreases. Again decreases by 20. So this is also a pole. This is known as a single pole. This is a single pole. Alright. Okay. So only by the knowledge of this, we have 2 poles, 1 pole at this, 2 poles at 10 and 3 zeros at corner frequency 0.1. So by the knowledge of this, what is first of all approximately GSHS equal to? GSHS will be equal to K and then a zero term. What is a zero? There is no pole or zero at origin, directly a simple zero. Frequency is 0.1, corner frequency is 1 upon 0.1. Sorry, corner frequency is 0.1, so T is 1 upon 0.1. 3 zeros to make it as cube. 3 zeros to make it as cube divided by 1 plus S by, what is the corner frequency of the pole? It is equal to 10. So 1 plus S by 10 whole square. And then next corner frequency of the pole is 100 and that is a single pole. So 1 plus S by 100 raised to the power 1 because it is a single pole. Okay. And this is equal to, now in what form my options are? Yeah, S plus A, non-standard form. So S plus A, so it is equal to K S plus 0.1 whole cube divided by 0.1 whole cube and then whole divided by S plus 10 whole square by 10 square and S plus 100 divided by 100. Okay, so overall simplifying this, I get 10 square and 100, 10 square into 100 divided by 0.1 whole cube into K into S plus 0.1 whole cube divided by S plus 10 whole square S plus 100. You want, you can find the value of K, but I think options will be matched just by the knowledge of this. See, S plus 0.1 whole cube, option A, B and D. Then S plus 10 whole square, yeah, only option A, cancelled. Option number C and D cancelled. S plus 0.1 whole cube and S plus 10 whole square, yeah, available only in option number A. So need not, that arrangement is also need not required just by looking into the order. This is 3 zeros, this is 2 poles and this is a single pole. Option number A matches. Okay. Rest if you want, you can find the value of K, but from here the option number A directly matches up. No need to check anything else. Okay, no need to check anything else. Okay. But still, if you want how to find the value of K, that is again the initial part formula. M is equal to minus 20 n log omega plus 20 log K. N is equal to 0 and initial magnitude given hai kya? Yes, initial magnitude is 20. So 20 is equal to 20 log K. So solving this, log K is equal to 1, K is 10. Okay, and if k is 10, what is the overall constant? It is 10 square into 100 into 10 divided by k 0.1 power 3, matlab 10 power minus 3. So see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 10 raised to the power 8. So total detail is available with you. 10 power 8 bhi aa gaya. But that is not required, especially if you are solving a MCQ question. Go forward with matching the option. That's it. All right. So take the screenshots and then we proceed for the next question. Next one. Next one. Next. Next question now. A simple one. Next question and a simple one for you. Which one of the following transfer function represents the Bode plots? Very simple. Just matching the option is sufficient. Just matching the option is sufficient. What is this? Yes, Zayan, Yugandhar, Ramprasad, correct. Dinesh, Navneet, please recheck. See, here, if I talk about what is the slope change? What is the slope change? Minus 60, minus 40. Plus 40 was there originally. Then now minus 60. So final minus initial. And the slope change is minus 100. That means 5 poles. 5 poles. So 1 plus s by 10 power 5. A key option and that is C. Option number C. 5 poles will make you mark option number C. Correct. That's it. Just one observation. Yeah, there are 2 zeros at origin because from this you can say that initial slope, okay, from here the initial slope is 40, so m is equal to 2 zeros at origin. But that is also not required because only option number C is left where we have 5 poles at 1 by 10. Okay, 2 zeros at origin. Option number C. 1 plus s by 10 power 5. Yeah, quickly take the screenshot. This is done. K can also be found, but they're not interested in the value of K. But you can find the value of K. Again, by the initial part, it will be found. K can also be found, but not required. It is not, they are not asking in the option. They've just written K. Okay. Next question. All right. Next question, guys. Consider the Bode plot shown in the figure. Assume that all the poles and zeros are real valued. What is the value of FH minus FL? Yeah, video struck. Guys, solve this question. I'll just work it on it. Yes. Consider the Bode plot shown in the figure. Nihar, correct answer. Sachitra, correct answer. What is the value of Zion? Correct answer. FH minus FL. Abhishek, correct. Yugandhar, correct. FH minus FL. Ram Prasad, correct. Look at this picture, guys. Just look at this picture. This can be solved very easily by the concept of slope. Solved very easily by the concept of slope. See, the slope is 40 decibel per decade. Okay, and this magnitude change is how much? Okay, when you go from point A to point B, these are the 2 points I've highlighted. The magnitude change is 40 only. Okay, and magnitude change 40 should occur for 1 decade. 40 decibel per decade, they are telling us that this should be 1 decade. Okay. Similarly, here, what is the magnitude change between the points I have highlighted, suppose C and D. So from 40 to 0, so this change is minus 40. And according to the slope, minus 40 decibel per decade means magnitude will change by minus 40 when the frequency changes by 1 decade. Okay. From this, we get our answers. Okay. 300 should be equal to 1 decade of FL, that's 10 FL. Okay. So it leads to the value of FL equal to 30. And FH should be equal to 1 decade of 900. 1 decade matlab 10 times. The FH is 9000. So question is, what is FH minus FL is 8970 Hertz. Answer 8970. Solved. Done. Complete. Right? 8970. Yes. Guys, screenshot. Then we have the next question. Next screenshot. The Bode asymptotic magnitude plot of a minimum phase system is shown in the figure. If the system is connected in a unity negative feedback configuration, the steady state error of the closed loop system due to a unit trap input is equal to what? Try this out. Try this out, guys. No, Zishan. Zayan, correct answer. Yeah, Dinesh Ramprasad, correct answer. Yeah, Sachitra, correct answer. All right. So just see, guys. Just look into this. Just look into this. From the initial slope, what is the initial slope first of all? What is the initial slope? See, 26 to 6 is the magnitude change and 0.1 is to 1 is the frequency change. Okay, so it is 6.02 minus 26.02 divided by 1 decade change of frequency. So that is minus 20 decibel per 1 decade. Initial slope is minus 20 decibel per decade. So n is equal to 1. Okay. So whatever may be GS, see, it is given. This is the Bode plot of GS. It is GJ omega. Okay. And then the system is connected in unity feedback. Unity negative feedback. Okay. So unity negative feedback lete hue, HS is equal to 1. That is unity feedback. And GS. Okay, n equal to 1 matlab 1 pole at origin. And if it is 1 pole at origin, that means the system is type 1. That means the system is type 1. Okay. The system is type 1. Alright. And why? Because the type is defined as the number of poles of GS at origin if the unity feedback is there. Yes, given that unity feedback. Remember, type is defined considering unity feedback. So clarity here, question mein unity feedback is given. It is a type 1 system. Okay. So question is asking steady state error for RAM. Steady state error for step in parabolic need not calculate. Steady state error for step agar पूछा जाए तो 0 because it is type 1, and for parabolic infinity. Remember your steady state error class conclusions. Okay, and the steady state error for ramp is given by 1 upon kV. Okay, 1 upon kV. Okay, that is also equal to 1 upon k agar GS in the standard form, and in the Bode we obviously take it in the standard form. In the Bode we take it in the standard form only. So what is the steady state error is 1 by k. So what is the value of k now? What is the value of k? Okay, k can be given by, k can be found by the initial part, and that too directly the intersection point. Initial part intersects the 0 dB axis at omega equal to k raised to the power 1 by 8, and here it is seen that initial part intersects the 0 dB axis at omega equal to 2. So 2 is equal to k raised to the power 1 by 1, n is equal to 1 है, k का value 2 आ गया. Steady state error is 1 upon k. Answer is 0.5, 1 by 2. All right, 1 upon 2. That is the steady state error. Because it is type 1 system, that is why they have asked for the ramp input. If it was type 0, they should ask it for the step input, and for type 2, they can ask it for the parabolic input. Okay. Take the screenshot for this. Calculation of the steady state error by the Bode plot. Take the screenshot. Next screenshot. Yeah, closed loop means the overall system, Dev Kumar. The steady state error has been found for the overall system, the difference between output and input of the closed loop system. But if you remember, whether it is the output and input of the closed loop system, but for the steady state error, we were using only GS for unity feedback. Yes, Shubham, standard form. I have directly used the results that we derived in the steady state part. I am not repeating that. KV is equal to K whenever GS is in the standard form, and Bode plot means GS is in standard form only. Okay. We take the GS in the standard form and then do the Bode calculations. All right. Next question now. This is a good conceptual question on stability. The figure below shows the Bode magnitude and phase plots of a stable transfer function. Shubham, मैंने comment कर दिया KV equal to K कैसा है? I've just commented on that. The figure below shows the Bode magnitude and phase plot of a stable transfer function GS equal to N0 upon SQ plus D2 S square plus D1 S plus D0. Consider the negative unity feedback configuration with gain K, this one, in the feed forward path. The closed loop system is stable for K less than K0. What is the maximum value of K0? What is the maximum value of K0? All right. I'll hide my view. The diagram is being hidden. Just take this one. All right. Let me explain this first. Guys, let me ask you first simple points में इस question को solve करते हैं. Let us take it step by step to solve this question. What is this point? Ramya, correct. What is this point equal to? Can anyone define this point? Deepa, correct answer. Will you be able to define this point, guys? What is this? Can you name this point specially? Yes, Ramya, correct. That is actually, if you are able to solve this, matlab your concepts are crystal clear regarding stability and Bode plot. Yes. So this is basically omega p. This is basically phase crossover frequency, because at this frequency the phase is minus 180. And what do we calculate at the phase crossover frequency? At the phase crossover frequency, we calculate the gain margin. Okay. So what is the gain margin formula? Gain margin, I've told you, it is negative of the magnitude reading. Okay, magnitude reading that is done from the Bode plot, negative of the magnitude reading from Bode plot at omega equal to omega p. So at omega equal to omega p, what is the magnitude is 20 decibel. So what is the gain margin is minus 20 decibel. Now listen, this is the Bode plot of GS, only GS when there is no K. Just for a moment, remove this. Okay, so this is the Bode plot analysis without K. This is the Bode plot analysis without K. The gain margin is negative, clearly indicating that the system is unstable. Okay. And now I want to convert it into stable system. I now want to convert it into the stable system by introducing a block in cascade with GS. Okay. So now we want to convert into stable. Converted into stable. Okay. Now how do we convert into stable? For that, a block diagram configuration has been given. Okay. First I will just make the changes here only. First I took only GS, and this system has come to be unstable. If I talk about this system, this is unstable. This is unstable without K. Okay, without K. But now introducing the gain K in cascade with GS, this may be converted to stable. Okay, this may be converted to stable. Okay, so now what is the overall forward path gain? Yeah, Zishan, correct answer. Overall forward path gain, that will be written as K into GS. Okay. All right. So what is the magnitude in decibel will be written as 20 log of mod K GJ omega. First, you'll obviously convert into frequency domain. Okay. And that is 20 log K, splitting the term, plus 20 log mod GJ omega. Okay. So what will be, this is the magnitude function, but what is the gain margin? Gain margin is the negative of this magnitude. Okay, negative of the magnitude at omega equal to omega p. Okay, so gain margin will actually be given by minus of 20 log k plus 20 log mod of GJ omega p. That again I will show you. At omega p, what is the log of GJ omega? What is the mod of GJ omega? In decibel it is 20. So let's place this value with the k. The answer is minus 20 log k plus 20. All right. Okay. And then for stability, we want gain margin to be positive. We want the gain margin to be positive. That is minus of 20 log k plus 20 to be positive. Minus को shift करते हैं तो inequality sign will also change. 20 log k plus 20 should be negative. Then only minus of minus will become plus. Okay. So I have 20 log k less than minus 20, or log of k less than minus 1. That means k less than 10 raised to the power minus 1, which is 0.1. So answer, the k naught is 0.1. We wanted now this closed loop system is stable for k less than k naught. What is the maximum value of k naught? Okay, what is the maximum value such that it remains stable is 0.1. K should be less than 0.1. उससे ज़्यादा लिया तो it becomes unstable. 0.1 is the final answer. Yes, 0.1 being the final answer. Okay, without the k, it was unstable. Without the k, it was unstable. Take the screenshot, guys. Take the screenshot. Next screenshot. Next screenshot. Next screenshot. Now, next question on a frequency response that we can take in the decibel scale using the Bode idea. The transfer function of a spring mass damper. The transfer function of a spring mass damper. And I'm going to talk about spring mass damper in the state space analysis. We'll come up to this transfer function. The modeling of spring mass damper system. Guys, the modeling of the spring mass damper, this one, will be seen in the state space analysis. Will be seen in the state space analysis. I am giving you the frequency response data of the system in the tabular form. What the unit step response of the system approaches a steady state value of. Approaches a steady state value of. The unit step response of a system approaches a steady state value of what? See, from the table, see here omega is the starting frequency given is 0.01. Okay. Starting frequency is 0.01 and up to 0.1 it is constant. The magnitude is just coming as constant. Yes, Nihar, approximately correct. That's good. Approximately correct. Jyotsna, not the correct answer. This is constant. This is just constant. Now, why it is constant? Because if you see, if you relate with the Bode only, GS is 1 upon ms square plus bs plus k. Okay, so what is n equal to? Number of poles at origin. There is no separate s power n term. That can be common. So n is equal to 0. N equal to 0, matlab initial part is having slope 0. Okay. Initial part slope 0, matlab initial part is parallel to the x-axis and that means initial part is constant. That means the initial magnitude is constant. That is why it is coming up as, for low frequency, it is up to minus 8.5. And as the corner frequencies come, it is going to change the values. Okay. So from the table, one thing is concluded. Okay. From the table, one thing is concluded. Listen. From the table, one thing is concluded. Okay. As omega tends to 0 or as s tends to 0, okay, the mod of Gj omega is fixed. For low frequency, it is fixed as minus 8.5 decibel. Minus 8.5 decibel. Okay. All right. So, what is Gj omega? What is Gj omega? It is just equal to 1 upon ms square, that means mj omega square plus bj omega plus k, ms square plus bs plus k. Okay. And as omega tends to 0, what is mod gj omega is 1 upon k. If omega ko 0 rakha to only 1 upon k. Okay. Is only equal to 1 upon k. Now given that given the magnitude in decibel, given that as omega tends to 0, the magnitude is, magnitude is, that means it is 0. In decibel, 20 log 1 by k should be equal to minus 18.5. Should be equal to minus 18.5. Alright. So what is the value of log 1 by k? What is the value of log 1 by k is equal to minus of 18.5 divided by 20, that is minus 0.925. So 1 upon k is 10 raised to the power minus 0.925, and this should be equal to 0.118. This is 0.118. Okay, 0.118. नाउ क्वेश्चन क्या है? ये तो हमने डेटा से इनिशियल टेबल से डेटा निकाला. क्वेश्चन इज यूनिट स्टेप रिस्पॉन्स ऑफ द सिस्टम अप्रोचेज अ स्टडी स्टेट वैल्यू ऑफ यूनिट स्टेप रिस्पॉन्स ऑफ द सिस्टम. द question is talking about the unit step response of a system. Just a second. So unit step response, that means CS is equal to RS मतलब RS को हम यूनिट स्टेप रखेंगे. आउटपुट इज इक्वल टू इनपुट इनटू गेन ऑफ द सिस्टम. Put down the input as 1 by S and gain of the system as 1 upon ms square plus bs plus k. Okay, and for steady state CSS, we apply the final value theorem. It is limit s tending to 0 s into cs, and that is equal to limit s tending to 0 s into cs, which is 1 by s 1 upon ms square plus bs plus k. S and s cancelled. Okay, S and S cancelled. So finally, what is the steady state value of the output is 1 upon k, and 1 upon k already I solved is 0.118. 0.118 as solved earlier by the given table, 0.118. Final answer 0.118. That is the answer itself. Okay. So this was a question on the frequency response given in the tabular form. Related little bit with the decibel concept, because decibel we have used in the Bode, a little bit related with the Bode. Because there is no pole at origin, n ka value 0 hai, that is why the initial part is constant. That is why the initial part is constant. So able to see that. That is why I'm seeing that the initial part is like constant. Understood? Now, up to a certain frequency, the initial part is constant, and then the magnitude starts changing. Yes, understood this game? A frequency response question. GATE 2015, 2 marks. Right, you can take the screenshot of this one first. Take the screenshot of this one quickly. Take the screenshot. Next. Next screenshot. Next screenshot. Next. Yes. So guys, as I told, it's approximately a 1 hour session. It was just a 1 hour session just for the board practice. And I think with this, we have taken all variety of question that can be there on the board. Okay, whether it is relating the frequency response data, whether it is about the stability like the last question, gain margin, or whether it is about the steady state error calculation with the Bode plot, or the very common question, calculating the transfer functions from the Bode plot. So we have done all range of problems with Bode plot. Just keep on revising your class. I think you should be very much comfortable in these topics. Bode is important for GATE examination. You can expect question. Apart from that, yesterday we were looking into some simple questions. Initial slope. See, they were simple but yet expected. GATE 17, GATE 19, repeatedly they have been asked. Okay, initial slope and final slope. Initial slope is what? Initial slope is given by minus 20n or plus 20m. Depends whether it is poles or origin or zeros at origin. Okay, and the final slope is given by minus 20 into p minus z, where p minus z matlab difference between the number of poles and number of zeros. So that also is constituting a very simple but yet expected 1 marker question, final slope and initial slope. Second order system corner frequency omega, and that also we have covered. In the gain margin, since the gain margin class, we have also taken the stability analysis for e power minus st term. E power minus st term. Yesterday I have given you some question for Bode plot sketching. That was in the conventional slide for e power minus s. So you can try that on your own. For yesterday, one homework I have solved. Others, if you have any doubt, like the transfer function question also you were telling. For any doubts, you can ask me in the doubt box. Ask me in the doubt box. All right. So that is always open. Okay. That is always open. All right. Yeah, I thought of taking it. Chaliye, actually, I thought of showing you the semi-log paper, but I just forgot Yashwan. So I'll show you somewhere in some class. I'll have to show you the semi-log paper, then you'll understand. See, actually, it's not a conventional paper. No? That is why I'm not taking semi-log. And even in the engineering services mains also now they're not asking about the semi-log paper questions. But yeah, somewhere in some of the class, I will show you the semi-log paper. I have to show you. I'll just download and show you. Then I'll be able to understand I'll be able to explain you what semilog paper is and why we use semilog. I'll explain you that in some class. I'll download and put it in the slide. ठीक है, that will be better. आप देखोगे तो ज़्यादा अच्छे से समझ पाओगे. I'll show you somewhere in the class. So guys, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, as I've told you, is the design elements, that is controller, that is on the Tuesday, and then we have the compensators discussion to be done on Wednesday, and thereafter that we have the state space analysis, the last and the interesting chapter, very important state space analysis, that will start from Thursday. All right, so bye see you tomorrow, same time, that is 4 p.m. Okay, I've kept 2 separate classes so that we understand good details of controllers and compensator, their uses. Controller compensators and numerical questions are there. Numericals are pretty simple, and apart from numericals, we have certain factual questions. So this topic, controller compensator, is important for conclusions also. What is the effect of this controller? Numericals are also expected, and they are mostly simple category of numericals. So we'll see what are the numericals. So yeah, see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Take care, keep revising, keep studying. With respect to questions, be assured we are solving a lot variety of questions. Lot means lot variety of questions. So just follow these live classes very seriously. You should be able to score well in examinations. See you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Prep smart, score better, and go grade up. Bye bye. Take care. Give your attendance, give your feedback to the class definitely.